Well, one of the things that they looked at, it was a really, specifically the 17.5, one of the things that looked at was very odd. Once it got into the system, it was fine, but the delivery they did not, and we got them to approve the delivery.
So, well, I'm trying to get back to the Recovery Act monies and the
Okay.
$15 million that you received. I know you're doing a taxiway with that.
Correct.
A couple of other things probably.
Taxiway Delta, those are the three projects that we have gotten funded through the stimulus package. Taxiway Delta, which is about 4 years ahead of where it would have been, which makes it a true stimulus. The video surveillance system, which is something that we were going to go forward and do through sheer need, and we no longer have to come up with that, and so we've reallocated the money to this project. And the other is the inline system, where the original authorization that we received was this would be a 100% PFC funded item. But once we were able to work with the TSA because of the stimulus money, we were able to receive quite a bit of money from them, and that enabled us to go forward and expand the project and really give you, when all is said and done, the final view of the ultimate terminal concept in phase one.
Just a final question. I notice you made a point about the energy savings, and there's about $9.1 million for improved energy systems.
Correct.
And when will that be implemented? You made the point that once implemented, it's going to save substantially.
The project is underway as we speak today. One of the initial projects will be to upgrade all the lighting in the parking garage. There's over 300 fixtures there. Another project phase of the project that's currently underway is the building control systems, upgrading the HVAC systems in the building, which go back to the original construction in the building. Lighting controls in the building and upgrading the lighting. All of that is currently underway as we speak.
If the authorization to increase the PFCs comes sooner than later, will that accelerate the plan at all, or will the challenge to create this capital fund pretty much keep you on track for the 2018, 2020? I'm sure there's board members here that wonder if they're still going to be here or not by then.
It's not that, believe it or not, it's not that far away. That's a problem I'd like to have. I'd like to believe that we can probably accelerate it a bit, but from a conservative standpoint, until after 2014, when the right amendment provisions go away and we know exactly what's going to happen in the market, I would not recommend going forward with such a huge project without knowing exactly what our market is going to be. Now, all indications are we'll be fine, but that's anecdotal. So we really don't know at the end of the day how it's going to come out. So I need to understand how's the market going to stabilize, what happens after 2014, and we need to pay off debt. So with increased PFC, there is an opportunity to go sooner. That's a problem I'd like to have.
Well, thank you both very, very much. I know we wish we had a PFC. I will mention that the city's established a relationship with the state of Hidalgo and Pachuca, and that's a big distribution area there, and we've had economic development discussions about trying to network with them. And so I think the idea of the international airport and the variety of opportunities, not only for commercial air travel but for distribution, is a great opportunity for this part of the world, and particularly for the city of Little Rock. So, wonderful presentation. Thank you both very much.
Good, thank you. And just briefly to just make sure we're all on the same page, that $52 million, except for the $9 million, which will be in hand before we start, is committed, and we'll start that project hopefully this year. And then the rest of that, we're not committing to anything, and that's the great thing about this. We're trying to save money in our operations, put money aside, put our cash aside, pay off existing bonds, wait and see what the PFC reauthorization is going to do, and then we can make those decisions as we go. But we have not committed to anything beyond the $52 million which we have in the bank. So you will see that expansion started. It will be a big deal, and then we'll see what happens after that. So thank you all very much.
Thank you.